NFL calendar, and it happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. One game remains to crown a champion. It's the AFC champion Buffalo Bills and the champions of the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a
Let's go now. Go.
And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Ready? Press all 80. 19, 19 right. 18, Pioneer.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Street. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught by Dillon. Has no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 7.
7 Pirates. Nothing. Let's go. Hey, Crash. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw again. He'll look underneath here for Dillon. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
Ready? 79. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18. 19 light. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to the air one more time. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
70, 60. 79 Broncos. 65.
On 3rd down, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack. that might take them out of field goal range. The 49ers out to punt this one. That's taken at about the 14. Oh, looked like he wove a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Second and 9 at the 31-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Back to throw. Right side, he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down. Here's a first carry for their running back. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From the 41, here's second and a couple. They'll look to throw. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Rookie from Washington on target with that one. It is a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Ready up. Here we go, set. 19 tight, 19 tight. 19 target, 19.
That is caught. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is going to wind up 49er football. They have it. Any turnover down here hurts, Greg. These feel even worse because you have the reception. Looks like you're going to gain yardage. And then the fumble and the turnover, the defense takes the ball.
And they got exactly what they wanted out of the pass play, Mike. They're able to make the completion, but now as the ball carrier, you cannot be thinking, oh, I have to score, get it in the end zone. You still have to protect the ball. He doesn't. The ball gets knocked free, and the defense creates a huge turnover.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll lead to a second down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Purdy now back near his goal line. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Back near the goal line, it's Purdy. That is hot. He gets the hookup with Rice. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. That's to the right side and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll throw again with Purdy. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. 0-0 is the score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Back to the air again is Purdy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that 2nd foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Purdy. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This returnable from the 4. And that's well done by the kicking team, who's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. play, they'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air once more on second down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
So after that turnover on the opening drive, the last thing you'd want to do here, Mike, is go back on the field and just go 3 and out. So they pick up a first down, they're able to extend this possession. It's going to go a long way towards just settling everybody in that offensive huddle down and letting the rest of this game unfold.
He'll go right and find his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7.
19 tight, 19 tight. Hurt.
60, the Bills going to use their final timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll let one go down the middle. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play here in the big game. 42 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll get this out to his running back. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Bills 7, 49ers 3. Tyler Bass picking off Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 43-yard line.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that. But it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That is caught. And the Niners going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Dillon. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
The line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal.
Get set. Get set. 18. Do not.
Now Purdy exiting the pocket right. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Brendan Rice. Touchdown, San Francisco. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. And the 49ers are on top. It's now 10-7.
Middle 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5.
The Bills take over on 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now. Watch it. Pat the 60. Pat the 11. 18. Right here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, taken in. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bills' first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Finding room at midfield. Still going. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Bills. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
20-yard line.
A first down throw for Purdy. Throwing right, it's taken in, and it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Get set, get set.
On a run with Dillon. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Maxwell Hairston there to make the tackle.
A gain of 2.
Here's
Brings
third
up
and 2.
Third and 2.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up? 53. Under 10, under 10, 10. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Bills 14.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookies...
Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Bills have got it. Still going. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. Toward the boundary, Rice bringing it in.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Purdy. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Second and 10.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
Ran up by the Lux Mesa up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up? Coming.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 38 now, here's second and 6. Back to the air is Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Gain of 6.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
Result of the play is a...
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get about 5. Come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 by 6, 60 back. 18, Warriors, 70.
Moving the tight end right. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
It's 3rd and 4. Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the 1st down.
Let's go now.
Handoff here. Up the middle. Good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5. He was taken down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he is out of bounds. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
Now here's 2nd and goal. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Another one from the 5. 2nd down and goal.
Go! 19, Tiger. Go!
4th quarter begins on the ground. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now, the tension mounts. 4th and goal. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Liking it, 18.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And once again, nothing there. Stopped short with no gain. Now, 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Pass now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
49ers 17.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
To throw on 1st down is Purdy. He's going to let this one go deep. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play here in the big game. And even 50 yards. First and 10 for Purdy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Micah Parsons. He gets into drop it. It's a loss of 8. On 2nd down, Purdy. Open man downfield, it's Rice. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
7 yards.
Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he will score! Game on! Brendan Rice, touchdown San Francisco. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
2-point conversion.
Throwing again is Purdy. That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Here comes a return from the 3.
The Bills take over first and 10, and they're on the 19-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Finding space at the 40. And he is out of bounds at the 45. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Bills first down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back, and he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock up.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And we got a big 3rd down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
Third down and 9.
18 Robert, 7 Robert, top 60. Let's go.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
First down, Bill.
A big play here in the big game. 31 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. That'll give on the ground, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Niners' 15-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal. They'll go with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Bills. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his third touchdown of the night. The extra point by Bass is good, and the Bills are able to extend the lead.
49ers 25.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 31-yard line.
This is first and 10. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. Here's first down.
Good set. 18.
They'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
First and 10. Purdy. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
On third down, it's Purdy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. As this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on fourth down.
29-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Harrison.